Hi, Scorpio. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for all of your love and support. I love you guys so much. Hey, Cross Watcher, by the way, welcome to Scorpio's Madness. Welcome, welcome. Sit down. Don't cause a ruckus. Fold your hands. Stay in your seat. Anyway, let's see what God Angels Universe has for you, Scorpio. God in the universe, please bless Scorpio with some full information, clear information, intense information. I didn't ask for intense information. Okay, 10 of Cups. 2 of Cups being held by the Temperance, by an angel. I heard with 10 of Wands. Oh, child. I heard, what is it going to take to make you happy? Okay. Empress, I don't do reversals. I don't need the card position to tell me how to read this. There is some sort of disappointment, blockages, burdens. Some of y'all just need your mommy. Oh, that's not mommy. That's the Queen of Wands. A lot of you right now could have an attitude, could be real uptight. You may need to just rest, take a chill pill, take some time off. A new day, a new dawn is coming. Okay, there we go. Sorry for the camera shake, but I need y'all to see these cards. Something new is coming. 5 of Pentacles, the Fool. Okay, there's something that you don't know that could be hidden or at a layer deeper. Knight of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Okay, see what I'm saying? The Page of Swords is curiosity, information. So I kind of feel like there's some information that's going to come to you at the right time. The right time feels like when you got your stinger cocked and loaded. Let's just keep it funky, Scorpio. Okay? Things are changing with regards, angels just said balance is shifting, okay? Queen of Wands, 3 of Swords. Yeah, you're hurt, heartbroken, and pissed. Knight of Swords, argument, trading, spicy words that cut like a knife. Ace of Pentacles, great. Great. Here comes an opportunity from God to either wipe the slate clean, to start brand new, fresh and new. But I would be just a little wary, just simply because the 5 of Pentacles is under the Fool. So are they wanting to make amends because they need some coins, right? Or are they sad, lonely, and depressed, and they just need some sort of encouragement? Angels are saying this could be you, sad, lonely, and depressed, Scorpio. Palace of Swords. These are my Tarot of Dreams cards, and the Palace of Swords is basically all things swords. Okay, the Palace of Swords is like the house of communication and information and logic and intelligence. Okay, so the message I just received from Spirit is that things are going to be okay. Things are going to level back out. And I feel like for a lot of you, this to me feels like a dam, right? As in your emotions could be rushing, but you feel like you can't let them out. You feel like you can't scream, yell, sting, shout. But the universe is saying things will balance out in due time. Okay? Woo! The Death. That's you, Scorpio. The 7 of Cups, confusion. The Ace of Swords. See? Clarity is coming, Scorpio. Clarity is coming. And the Empress. That is the High Priestess of unknown, unseen information. These cards are so big that, let's see, 7 is here, but I only put 5. And if I drop 2 more, that's only going to be, that'll be 7. Okay. So the Lovers, that's a choice. Choosing to love or choosing anger. Which emotion? Which emotion? Strength. And the 4 of Wands. Y'all saw it. It was recorded. The Four of Wands fell off the Knight of Cups. Angels just said to me, this is the house that love built. That is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands has to do with achievements. Okay? So, my angels just said, and this is a straight intuitive message. Some of you right now, it kind of feels like you want to move or shift, specifically move out, move away, go away somewhere. And it just kind of feels like something is blocking you. Oh, can't leave yet. My lease doesn't expire. Can't leave yet. I haven't found a job. Can't leave yet. I don't know where I'm going. Right? But I feel like in the end, everything is going to land exactly where it's supposed to, and everything is going to work out just as it should. Okay. No, there's no such thing as, well, why don't she just leave her camera in one position? Because this is my phone and I use it, so I take it down. Anyway, I feel like for a lot of you, two things you want to know. Number one, when the hell are things going to level out? And number two, what is it that I need to know? What is it that I need to do? What am I doing wrong? Like, provide me with some sort of information, spirit, on what I can do to help this situation kind of quote unquote level out. Okay? Temperance, Page of Swords, Death card. My angel said someone broke alignment. Okay? Someone killed communication, conversation, information. But I feel like, you may not necessarily know why. However, I do feel like angels are going to provide you with that answer in this reading. So what that means for some of you is you applied for a job. You did everything you were supposed to do, and then everybody just went silent. You never heard back from the recruiter, the hiring manager. You've called, nobody's returned your calls, right? It kind of feels like a ghost town. Okay. Now, I also feel like there is a coping mechanism, Scorpio, that you use to help you with any sort of burdens, blockages, right? When things just get stuck, when you feel stuck, you resort to some sort of feel-good substance or thing, right? Some of y'all, it could be binge watching old episodes of, The Wire, or remember that show, I can't think of the name of it. Anytime I sit down to this table, like, all of my information leaves my body. And angels are saying, well, no, that makes sense, Alex, because when you sit down to this table, you're really thinking on our behalf and not necessarily thinking on a human level, human behalf. Okay. So this coping mechanism, again, is almost like you self-medicating, you self-absorbing something to help you get over the fact that there's just something. Angels just said you're defeated. You feel defeated. You're in a situation where it's like, yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm at a standstill. I'm deadlocked. I just don't know what to do or how to get around this information or this problem. I feel personally, Scorpio, it's not your business to get around, get over, get through, get under. In this particular situation, I do feel like it's just a matter of divine timing, temperance. Okay? So to an extent, and here comes an ugly pun, right? To an extent, some of you literally are spinning your wheels, right? You're frustrated, you're growing frustrated, you're getting pissed off, you're getting sad, you're getting depressed, because it's like, what the living fuck do I need to do to get around, get over, get through whatever this blockage is? Now, here's the queen, the empress, the queen of queens, right? The one who supplies each and every queen with what they need. The empress for me is also abundance. I'm talking super duper uber abundance. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune says to me, that's coming. I feel like for a lot of you, you just need to see it. The Ace of Swords is clarity. I just need to know, Alex, if you saying it's coming, then I'm gonna believe. Okay. And yeah, angels are saying your baggage, your past baggage right now, for a lot of you is what you're focusing on. Say, for instance, you want to leave, you want to move, right? And your lease doesn't expire. For some of you, it's like, yeah, this is like that time, when I wanted to change my room around and, my mom was like, no, because we were about to sell a house. And by the way, now you got to sleep with your brother. You and your brother are going to share a room at the new place, right? So to me, this kind of feels like something is being denied, or your interpretation of this situation feels like something is being denied, okay, from you, okay? But with the Empress here, I can emphatically say to you, Scorpio, that ain't it, right? It's just a matter of divine timing, right? It's almost like you put the turkey in the oven on the Thanksgiving Eve, and you're like 20 minutes later, it's like, all right, I'm ready to eat some turkey, and the bird is in the oven like, bitch, cluck, cluck, or whatever sound turkeys make. You know what I mean? As in, something is not done yet. It needs more time to cook. Metaphorically. I'm sorry, that's the Empress. I was thinking that was a High Priestess. So this is the Empress here. I thought it was a High Priestess. So you got double Empress. Okay. So the Empress here, 2 over from the Temperance, saying, hey, right now it feels blocked, but in due time, you'll get what you want or need. Okay. Because again, you open up with the 10 of Cups. The first card out is to me, the primary focus or the primary goal of the reading. In other cases, it also represents your primary energy. But I feel like for a lot of you, especially with that, the Temperance, 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, a lot of you, you're trying to find your inner happy. You're trying to find some sort of happy balance. You're trying to find some sort of happy flow. Okay. The angels just said, don't force it. I have the Death card here, Scorpio. Like I know you love to sting the life out of a situation. Come on, Scorpio Church. Yeah. Scorpio be like, me? And I'm like, yeah, you. Social Security number 178. You know what? Right? So the universe is saying to you in a roundabout way, Scorpio, be patient. We know right now, your conditions are not the greatest, right? You could be a little sad, lonely, crying, depressed. And not only that, but especially in this very emotional state of being, most things that you're thinking of or most things that you're wanting feels like they're being denied from you, okay? And angels just said, always remember something, Scorpio. When you are feeling bad, you interpret the world through a bad way. When you're feeling good, you interpret the world through a good way. And what that means, if you're 5 of Cups, if you're right now, say you're depressed, okay? You're going to have a depressed filter. Oh, I can't get anything, Eeyore. I can't do anything. They're not going to give me that job. My car is not even going to work right. Right? It just kind of feels like, again, you're looking at the world through these very depressive 5 of Cups eyes. And the 5 of Cups obviously has everything to do with being disappointed. But the 5 of Cups also kind of says, hey, all you can focus on is the disappointment. You're not necessarily looking at, say, for instance, who's around you, who loves you, who's supporting you, who's there for you. You know what I mean? You right now, a lot of you can only focus on the disappointment. But here comes the Star and the Empress. Ooh, child. Okay. So they brought me back here, as in the Temperance card. There were 2 situations, 2 options maybe. Excuse me. Page of Swords, something immature, what was said or done, lack of communication, 1-word answers, 1 word, right? And Scorpio was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. And their mother. What their mother got to do with it, Scorpio? So I wonder, and take this really as it resonates, did you force or cause the blockage? Just asking, I'm just saying. And now you want to return to a state of happiness. It's going to take time. That's all I'm saying. It's going to take time. Star card here with the Empress here just kind of says, instead of being deficient, you wish you were sufficient, efficient, right? You wish that the disappointments of the past never happened, right? You wished, oh God, I'm going to get triggered. Me, myself. Here goes the emotions. You wish that when you were born into this life, you had everything you needed, right? You wish that your mom wasn't a crackhead and your dad wasn't an alcoholic. You see what I'm saying? You wish that, your mom was more emotionally available and your dad was more protective. You see what I mean? To me, this is the birth card, right? So for a lot of you, God bless you and God bless your mother, a maternal figure. Your mothers were the cause of this deficiency. I think everybody born after like 1900, right? The whole 1900s, a whole 100 years, a whole 100 years were born of parents who deprived them of love. Okay? Century, thank you. The whole century. And I feel like angels are saying that's a facade. Okay? Now, let me clarify that, because I do feel in real life and everyday physical human life, you were deprived as a child. But the facade is the deprivation today, right? Maybe some of your mother's maternal figure, feminine side of you, maternal side of you, paternal side of you is dormant or long gone, right? But if your mother didn't do it, there's no reason why you cannot become that maternal, soft, nurturing person to yourself. Oh, angels just said, oh, hell, get some feathers. That just basically means birds of a feather, as in find your tribe that provides you with that support. Okay. I wish there was like some sort of support group of just loving grandmothers and mothers. Somebody create that as a business idea, right? A center for support, right? Not, the alcoholics have AA, the drug addicted has NA, the gamblers have GA. Those of us who are deprived, we need a DA. Deprivation Anonymous. Okay. I am dead ass, by the way. It's like somebody really create some sort of 501c3 charitable organization, nonprofit charitable organization, where people like me could just sign up and just get hugs all day. Okay. Anyway. But I feel like for some of you, you're longing for and wishing for what you didn't have. Today, a lot of you express your deprivity. That's not a word. I don't think that's a word. You express or act out from that place of deprivation through anger. So in other words, anger is your mask, right? A lot of you default to anger because why? Your heart is still broken. Right now, those of you especially who are looking for love, who are in loving relationships or have a partner, have a lover, you could be angry in that situation because they're not nurturing you the same or as you needed as a child. They're not nurturing your inner child. They're not mothering. They're not soft. They're not affectionate. They're not, maternal. Okay? So 4 swords, Knight of Swords, and the Strength card. Somebody is thinking about something you said to them. Okay, the Strength card. Let's talk about the Strength card. Y'all know the Strength card. Who is that? It's a tiger on this card. Again, these are my Tarot of Dreams. But it's a tiger on this card, but on the Rider-Waite, it's a lion. Right? At the end of the day, it's a cat. Okay? It's a cat, Leo, lion, Leo, cat being feline species, right? That's feminine energy. So for a lot of you, Angels just said to me, for a lot of you, you are too strong. You're too egotistical. You have a sharp tongue, right? That's Knight of Swords also. Knight of Swords is arguments, cursing people out, stinging people left and right. Angels are like, fuck the bull in the china shop. Scorpio is the one you got to look out for, because that goddamn stinger just flailing around. You know, it's like, women, hold on to your children. Okay. But for a lot of you, you have an unhealthy balance of strength. I had to pause and let you marinate on that. Either you have an unhealthy balance with strength, or you lack strength. Okay. And lacking strength could mean you're a people pleaser, which Leos usually are. You're a pushover. You don't have a backbone. Leos, sorry. I'm going to say it here, and I know it to be true. Leos, like Aries, by the way, they are powerful king, queens of the jungle, right? Aries being the ram, right? But their aggressive side, Taurus is also like this as well. Their aggressive side usually comes out when provoked or their back is up against the wall. Scorpio, you just walk around with your threat on a good, nice day. You go into the beach with your bathing suit and your stinger just hanging all out. Okay. So to an extent, you're just scary by default, right? Because of that stinger. But the signs of Leo and Aries and Taurus, they have to be provoked. And then you see that side of them. Okay. Here's why this is important. Because I feel like for some of you, you could have been in a situation recently where you were provoked. So angels are saying, so Scorpio wears their stinger naturally, and then a dumbass wants to provoke Scorpio's stinger, right? For some of you, this Knight of Swords, Three of Swords, some of you recently could have, whipped out your stinger and emptied the clip. Okay. I hope y'all know what empty the clip means. It basically means it's firing a gun until no bullets are left. The clip is what the bullets are held in, the magazine. Okay. And I feel like you're wanting to start over. You're wanting something new. But here's the thing. I don't feel like you're wanting to start over from where you left off. I feel like you're wanting to start over completely, right? Get rid of the baby, get rid of the bathwater, get rid of the bathroom, get rid of the bedroom, get rid of the house, blow up the foundation, build a Walmart, right? A lot of you are not just wanting change. A lot of you, to an extent, are wanting to shapeshift. You're wanting to leave behind the part of you that hurts, possibly on a daily basis, or the part of you that still carries around that deprivation, either from your childhood or early adulthood. Okay. Do I see daddy energy here? Nope. Your mama's here. Sorry. Whether your mom is living or your mom passed away, it just kind of feels like you're sad. You're sad related to something related to your mom. You know what's funny is sometimes when his death comes out, sometimes it is literal. And I've done maybe 1, 2, 3 readings since I've started this channel where it was actually death. So I just kind of checked in with the death card and it was like, okay, well, is this, upcoming death? And the angels are like, no, girl, it ain't none of that. It just means that Scorpio needs to turn over a new leaf. And when they turn over the new leaf, they need to disintegrate the old leaf and not carry it around with them on their shoulder. I hope you know what that means, Scorpio. It just means that all of us, not just Scorpio, every last human who experienced some sort of traumatizing, deeply wounding experience in our lives, even if we have healed, we still carry that baggage memory with us. The difference between a healed Scorpio versus a non-healed Scorpio carrying that baggage, the non-healed Scorpio still activates the baggage in every situation of their life, right? A healed Scorpio says, okay, I'm going to approach this situation, but I'll leave my baggage over here. Okay. And angels just said, the baggage of the unhealed is heavier versus the baggage of the healed. This scenario, Scorpio, you don't want a goddamn bag. You don't want a tote. You don't want a knapsack. You don't want shit. Matter of fact, give me a goddamn scooter. I don't want nothing I can store anything in. Okay. All right. Okay. I wasn't expecting to go in that direction with that reading. Well, Alex, this is not your reading. This is us. It's all on the fly, girl. It's all on the fly. You know that. Yeah, I know. Anything else, angels? Tell Scorpio to give themselves a break. Okay? 4 swords. Right? For some of you, you know how celebrities, especially singers, they put themselves on voice rest. I feel like for some of you, you need to go find a quiet corner and not talk to nobody. Right? Angels are like, listen, turn your fucking phone off, leave it in the car, go hide it behind some milk duds at Walmart, right? Do whatever you can to, and that's why the the Palace of Swords. I said the Page of Palace, girl. Okay, so for some of you, I would invest a lot of time in yourself, in some alone time. Now, Scorpio, I sit at this table and other tables and I'm like, you need to get out. You need to tree sitters, right? Coin blockers. You need to get out. You've been by yourself too long. The 4 swords to me kind of says you need a break from some sort of conversation, information, interaction about formality. Well, you want to move out. Where are you going to go? How much is the rent? When are you leaving? Are you taking your bed with you? Right? Like, chill, Scorpio. Please chill. And the Strength card for me also represents your vulnerability. Okay? Teddy Roosevelt, my favorite president. He was also a Scorpio. He is the author of the Man in the Arena speech, which Brene Brown used in a lot of her research. The reason why Teddy Roosevelt is my favorite president, because he said, speak softly, but carry a big stick. Okay? Speaking softly means, as an example, you're parenting your children. Donovan, it's Saturday. I need you to go clean the bathroom. And sit there with a Louisville Slugger in your hand. Right? Or sit with Donovan's daddy standing next to you. So it's almost like you give them the order, but then you just visibly show them the consequence, right? Here's who's going to size you up and fold you up, Donovan, if you don't get that goddamn bathroom. All right, let me calm down, right? Speak softly, but carry a big stick. In this situation, Scorpio, it kind of says to me, speak softly and let your actions speak louder. Okay? I feel like the reverse has been happening. Your actions have been speaking softly and your words have been speaking louder. Okay? And y'all get me in a room and piss me off just enough. Ooh, child, I will curse you into another lifetime. I will curse you back 3 lifetimes from now. Okay? So when it comes to starting over, you're getting a clean slate. You are. Hands down, no questions about it. Okay? So the 4 of Wands also kind of represents 1111. It represents stability. It represents kind of achieving, stability after some sort of action. Okay? So this new slate, this new chapter, this new cycle, this new environment, this new phase of your life, speak softly and let your actions speak louder. Okay? As in, if I don't want to fuck with you, I can say hi to you every goddamn day. G-O-T. Goddamn day. Okay? I ain't never got to fucking hang out with you. No, bitch, I ain't going with you to lunch. Fuck off. Right? And then don't go to lunch with her. Knocking shit off my desk. Okay? So speak softly and let your actions speak louder. Not necessarily Teddy Roosevelt, but it was born of Teddy Roosevelt's speak softly and carry a big stick. And I believe that he was addressing Congress or someone when he said that. I got to look it up and see, because now I'm curious, because that's my homeboy. I feel like I identified with Teddy Roosevelt. I don't know why. And it's probably because of that speak softly. Probably, well, he was a Scorpio again, first. But the second thing is that Scorpio, we, myself included, we've been overusing our voices, and we have not been following it up with action. Okay? You be like, fuck you, get out. You want to get something to eat later? Right? I know. My angels are saying, so are you saying their words and their actions haven't been matching? Absolutely, yes. But that's not the message here. The message is, allow your actions to speak louder than your words. Stop with the cursing out. Stop with the hurtful words. Stop, with the disappointment. Stop with the, oh, I'm not going to speak to this one. Stop with the blocking. Stop. It's almost like stop weaponizing your communication, right? And instead give the weaponry back to your tail, the actions of your tail, right? Because you can't get stung if you show action, right? The process of stinging requires action. So my angels are also saying Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, you ain't got to do shit, right? For some of you, it's almost like let them fall on your tail. It's like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know you was trying to step over me or anything. Let me get my tail out of your heel. You know what I mean? I hope this resonates. I hope this is making sense. This is a bit of a different message, which I did ask God for an intense message. And I feel like the swords here, the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Palace of Swords, right? That's your communication. For some of y'all, again, you need to go on just some sort of speaking hiatus, just on some some sort of break when it comes to your communication. Angels are saying for a lot of you, absolutely yes, this could have everything to do with not speaking to someone, right? Going no contact, but you being the initiator. If that's the case, go and fucking have fun. Whether you're staying at home, whether you're going surfing, go the fucking have fun and do you completely. Okay? Because the fault of the Empress is that she overdoes it. Right? She overdoes it. She overgives. She enables. She helps every fucking body for no fucking reason, just because of the sheer nature of who she is. You identify with that yet, Scorpio? My angel said those of you with Taurus and Libra, who's ruled by Venus, Taurus and Libra in your Venus position, you who the fuck I'm talking to. Sorry, I love you. Okay? Angels are also saying too, they just tagged me because I got Scorpio and Venus as well. They was like, and you Scorpios in Venus position. You want to call out Taurus and Libra in the Venus position, girl. Go on and pack your bag and get up in there too. Hi, Papa. I'm almost done. Okay. All right. So, I feel like Scorpio, choosing your words, limiting your words, not using your words, managing your words better is going to lead you to so much more happiness. You don't have to say anything. You're intimidating as fuck, period. Right? Again, Scorpio walks in the room with that goddamn tail. I'm a Scorpio and I'm paying attention. Right? My stupid ass will be like, hey, girl, hey, what you doing? Let me see what kind of tail you got. Oh, I like how you dodge your tail. I love meeting other Scorpios. So anyway, I kind of feel like Palace of Swords, your communication, information, logic, speech, right? Speaking, manage that better and your life will be so much better. The Knight of Swords, again, arguments, cursing people out, that cutting, biting, slicing communication, which Scorpio does so well. Angels are like, good Lord, they don't even have to speak English and they can tear somebody's ass up. I know. Spend some time in your softer side, maybe keeping to yourself, your softer side amongst a tribe of softer Scorpios. Good luck with that. And I feel like Four of Wands is you're going to achieve the happiness that you're looking for. Sorry, that's my dog on my mic. You're going to achieve the happiness that you're looking for. I feel like for a lot of you, you just really needed the coordinates, right? The directions on how to get there. Okay. But you absolutely have a new start coming. You absolutely have a new start coming. Not only that, but angels are also saying too, and this is a weird message, but I love the hell out of it. Excuse me. For some of you, you're motivational speakers, right? Some of you are motivational speakers, and angels are saying you need to learn how to motivate using less words and more potency, right? An example of less words and more potency is the old-fashioned, this is your brain on drugs, right? And to show the egg, that's the big stick, the egg in a pan, you know, bubbling. So more potent words. Speak softly. Let your actions speak louder. Or for some of you, yeah, it could be carry a big stinger. Well, I'm just saying, speak softly and carry a big stinger. That's a title. All right, Moonology, take us home. Yeah, this reading, I wanted to make it about you, Scorpio. Nobody else but you. Balance spirituality and practicality. The human you versus the energetic you. Confidence is the key. Conclusions are within reach. It was a little dark back there. Conclusions are within reach. Again, you're starting over, right? Look at that. 5 of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, the way you communicate is really not getting you anywhere. It's not getting you much. It's not making you money. It's not getting you what you want, right? Going forward to get the big coin, speak softly and carry a big stinger. Speak softly and let your actions speak louder. Either or. It's up to you. It's going to resonate differently with everyone. The energy is gaining momentum. Ooh. Yeah, look at that. That's proof to me, because it's almost like if there was a death card in the Moonology cards, it would be this one. Nothing will come of this situation. If you stay on the same track as you've been, you're going to keep getting the same results. If you're not happy with those results, you have to change your path or change your flow or change your approach, right? And that will produce different results. Yeah, if you want something better, you have to do something better. That's what I was looking for. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here, right here. And I will see you guys in the next one. I love you to pieces. Click on the link in the description box if you're interested in booking any services with me, whether they're reading, healing, whatever have you. Yeah, just take a look. Love you guys. Bye.